McNabb are very impressive for that first half. 242 yards, exactly half of that total to his tight end Brent Selleck. And this game is again brought to you in high definition here on CBS. And the Eagles will touch it first in the third quarter. Macho Harris. He's not going to take any chances with it.
Not like last time.
I think he learned a lesson.
Yeah.
And what did you learn from the first half of action here, Phil?
Well, I think I learned just what the Denver Broncos found out. The Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of weapons, and you think, well, let's keep McNabb in the pocket. They did that. They really kind of, Deshaun Jackson was quiet. So this tight end, he basically was the story I thought of the first half. Brent Selleck catching those footballs down the field, that was the difference.
Eagles with that 5-game win streak. Again, that division still up for grabs in the NFC East.
And Jim, if you want to be a team that can go to the Super Bowl, of course your chances, it's all about how many ways can you win a football game. And the Eagles are showing, which they've done a lot of times this year, they have a lot of ways to win on both sides of the ball.
Dallas to play Washington tonight. Eagles to play at Dallas next week. And on the slant, he's got his man. It's Macklin. Dawkins was the last line of defense. It goes for 25 yards.
Well, when you play a pressure defense, and that's what happens here. The Broncos coming, trying to put pressure on the quarterback, Andre Goodman. How close can you be for knocking it down and you miss, and look what happens. A big gain for the Philadelphia Eagle offense. And McNabb has just had a lot of terrific throws. A power throw that time, gets it in there right on target before Goodman can make the play. 6
of his throws have gone for over 20 yards in this game. That one was 25. Looks right, now looks left. And back to that original option, he's intercepted. It's Champ Bailey with the pick. And he tried to keep his balance inbounds, but steps out at the 50.
Well, he threw it exactly where he wanted the football. When he let it go, he went, hey, that's perfect. But Champ Bailey trailing the receiver fast enough to come underneath and make the play.
The 100th interception thrown in McNabb's career. Now, that sounds like a staggering amount, but he's actually third lowest percentage-wise interceptions thrown all time in the history of the league.
Look at the slot. Here they come. They're going to come across the field. Coverage down the field. Goodman, good job. McNabb had all day. Champ Bailey stayed right with him, though.
Moreno down to the 45. David Garrard has the lowest interception percentage in NFL history. Then it's Neil O'Donnell, and then it's McNabb. And I know you're on that list, on that short list. You are.
There's no way.
You had that one season, postseason percentage too. I know you're in the top 5.
I used to walk to the sidelines. I threw so many picks at one period in my career. The coach would look at me. Well, of course, the coach is Bill Parks, says, Sims, are you watching the same game I'm watching?
I like when we saw him a few years ago, and he saw that you're wearing some glasses from time to time. And he said, that explains a lot.
You should have worn them while you're playing.
That's right. Well, Bunkley, the latest to get shaken up here. He's getting help to the sideline. This is the first half summary. You see again the McNabb numbers for the first half, with 50% of that total to Selleck.
Well, a lot of good stuff for the Eagles. Maybe not enough for the Denver Broncos, but the Eagles, when you look at it, really didn't take advantage of everything that was there. They made the big plays, but they still, McNabb fumbled. They had to kick 2 field goals. They have the turnover here, and the Broncos have a chance, of course, when you look at the score, to get right back in this.
Antonio Dixon, number 64, comes in for Bunkley. Orton's throw to Marshall. Spins free. Gets some help by Graham, who throws a defensive back to the ground. He escaped. Asante Samuel picks up 8 and a first.
Well, Brandon Marshall, as he went up to catch the football, he's actually feeling where the defender is. Here comes the blitz. The initial pickup, very good. Free runner from the outside, but good job by Kyle Orton, just backpedaling, create a little room, make the throw. He feels, here comes Asante Samuel. You saw he turned, found him, turned, and Brandon Marshall big and strong.
Moreno runs into a big and strong Trent Cole with a yellow flag in there. Face mask call maybe on the way against Philadelphia. They'd snuffed out the play.
Foul, major face mask, defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic. First down.
He did not grab it.
It was Cole.
Yep, there it is.
Not just a face mask, they called it a major face mask. Of course, you used to have to try to, like,
5 and 15.
yeah, you had to gauge, you had to weigh it. They eschewed that this year, so it's always 15 yards. The league making the change, and I think it was a good one. First down from the 22. Good fake.
Oh, excellent fake. I'm looking at the run.
Yeah, Marshall, though. Sheldon Brown wasn't too deceived. That goes for only 2 yards.
You know, I really think this game is the Broncos were expecting more blitzing than they're getting from this Eagles defense. So some of these plays designed to really take advantage of a blitzing team, maybe a defender, because it's a blitz off. You could see at the last second the blocker coming outside to try to pick him off, but he was too late.
3 tight ends in for the Broncos. Marshall wide to the left on a 2nd and 8. Looking for Marshall. Got him at the 10. Samuel plants the feet. And boy, 4 Eagles over there to make sure Marshall is down.
Really clever. And I would have said 3 tight ends just to make them think run, but he goes inside. Oh, Asante Samuel goes for the play action fake where they actually have 2 guys watching Brandon Marshall, and he still is wide open.
And that's his 100th catch of the season. Giving him 3 straight seasons with 100. Trying to take advantage of the takeaway. Orton lined up to the left, and they direct snap it to Moreno, and it's good for only a couple. Focool on the hit and holds it to a 2-yard gain.
Well, that Wildcat hasn't really fooled too much. Instead of just...
It's dying down, isn't it, as the season progresses?
Oh, it's dying around the whole league. But all you need is one run, and then we could all go crazy over it again.
Sean McDermott, defensive coordinator, hoping his defense can make a play here. 2nd down and 8. Marshall weaves down to the 4. Gaffney threw a block on that side, and we do have a penalty flag on the far side.
Illegal shift. Offense, 2 moving at the same time, not being set for a full second before the snap. 5-yard penalty is still 2nd down.
2 guys moving. If they do move, if you notice it, I didn't see the extra movement. It could have been the running back looked like he might have flinched a little bit.
Tell you, was flinching late in that first half. Number 28 for the Broncos. He's back in there. Buckhalter. He was acting as though he would take the snap, then shifts over. Orton back in position. 2nd and 13. Ball in the air and should have been intercepted. Sheldon Brown. No, it was Hansen.
Now, you know why they're shifting Kyle Orton from the outside to the inside, because when you start out with the Wildcat look, Kyle Orton just a little bit behind Tony Scheffler. Very fortunate it's not.
Joselio Hansen.
Yep, he's everywhere.
His feet were tangled up. He was unable to quite step out for it.
But, Jim, you do that Kyle Orton shifted in because you want the defense to play run. He comes in at quarterback. He knows he's going to get a soft coverage.
Got to get to the 2 for a first. Set up screen. Graham tripped up. Quentin Michael holds him to no gain.
Yeah, it's tough for that to work in that unless you get an all-out blitz. That's not going to work because you don't have to worry about the deep pass down the field. It takes so long to develop that once the defense diagnoses it, look how fast they're all there to make the play.
Matt Prater is in. He has 27 made field goals on the season. That's third best in the league. This is a 33-yarder. And Prater's kick is good. So they get 3 off the turnover, off the Bailey interception.
This is what I do. Who's been on an airplane before?
Me.
This is who I am.
This is what I do. This is who I am.
This is what I do.
Now, what do you guys want for dessert?
Brownies.
Brownies.
Okay.
This is who I am.
Frost brewed Coors Light. How cold is it? It's chilled down to 34 degrees. For a taste as cold as the Rockies. It's aged cold. It's filtered cold. And it's served in cans, bottles, and glasses that tell you when it's cold. Why? Because refreshment isn't everything. It's the only thing. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Hi, is Denise working?
Yeah, she's in the back. Can I take your order?
I'm just a little bit more comfortable ordering with Denise. Hey, hi. You remember me? I came by yesterday and gave me that 5-layer burrito. That new one for
89 cents.
Is that cool? Is that still cool?
It's an inside deal for everyone. Layers of seasoned beef, cheddar cheese, and a hidden layer of nacho cheese sauce. It's Taco Bell's new beefy 5-layer burrito for just 89 cents. Why pay more?
College football's second winningest coach, the legendary Bobby Bowden, coaches his final game at Florida State against West Virginia. The Hanukkah Minolta Gator Bowl, New Year's Day on CBS.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
9 plays for the Broncos. Leads to a field goal by Prater. 2 takeaways today. One, stopped the Eagles' opening drive deep in Denver territory on a strip sack by Elvis Dumervil, who tied the Broncos single season sack record with Simon Fletcher with his 16th sack. And again, Macho Harris says, nope, we'll take it at the 20. A little emotion in the air here in Eagle Land with Philly up 20-10.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans. It's over 300 million people. I've collected a few postcards of all the places that AT&T has coverage. Spokane, Washington. Boston, Mass. San Francisco. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dated a girl from there. Warren, Michigan. Didn't work out. Bozeman, Montana. Daytona Beach, Florida. Madison, Wisconsin. College Town. I think we get the picture.
If you want coverage, we've got it. AT&T. This holiday, get a touchscreen Samsung Solstice free after mail-in rebate.
There's nothing like a family get-together during the holidays. Good food, fun, and a little sibling rivalry. Introducing the Cadillac Season's Best event. For attractive offers on all Cadillac models, see your dealer for details. From our family to yours, Season's Best from Cadillac.
What are you looking for? The hairbrush for Rapunzel Barbie doll? Oh.
Holiday savings are still happening at Walmart. Starting this Saturday, come to Walmart's Garden Center and get 50% off Christmas items. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Up in the Air is winner, Best Picture.
You mad at your computer?
I type with purpose.
George Clooney is as good as it gets.
I plan on grabbing as many miles as I can.
Did they throw you a parade?
4 stars.
So you're just good? I'm good.
Up in the Air, rated R. Now playing.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Want to thank the MetLife blimp for the aerial coverage of all the drama below, and you'll look for Snoopy 1, Snoopy 2 passing through a town near you. Football back in the hands of Philadelphia. And that's McCoy. Went low early and then spins out for 11 yards.
Boy, good call by this Philadelphia offense. 2 blitzers on the inside. All the pressure. Look at them inside, and you put McCoy off tackle. Boy, nice job there. That's Winston Justice making a good block, kicking out. Allows McCoy to go inside and get the first down.
Fake to McCoy. Pass too high for Weaver. Wouldn't have gained much anyway. Talked about McCoy and where he stacks up with the rookie rushers. He's number 3 coming into the week behind Moreno of the Broncos, Beanie Wells, and then it's McCoy over 600 yards coming in. And again, he broke Darrell Buckhalter's Eagles rookie rush record set back in 01.
Andy Reid said the knock on him was he won't be able to pass protect from the running back position. He heard it, so that got him a little fired up, and he said he's done a good job all year long.
At the football again. What a cut. And that's good for about 4.
Well, Jim, let's go back. Look at the interception by Champ Bailey. Look at the position he's in, trailing Deshaun Jackson. The football's in the air, and the angle and the fact that Champ Bailey, as many years as he's been in the NFL, can still run, outruns the football, and gets an interception that's kept his Broncos football team in the game.
It was his 3rd pick of the season.
Playing a little different style, I think, for him today. Much more at the line of scrimmage, trying to hit Jackson as he comes off the football.
3rd and 6. McNabb just standing there. Now launches it long. And that's going to be a flag on Bailey. This is going to be a pass interference call that's going to net about 35 yards.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. On the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
I'll tell you how many times games we've done, Jim. How many times have you seen these long passes intercepted by the covering corner? What a move by Jackson. A double move, fakes it, stayed with it, and he gets behind Champ Bailey, and Champ Bailey was chasing. He tries to time it, but his timing is off, and that's pass interference.
Actually a 41-yard penalty. Puts the Eagles at the 24 of Denver. Westbrook for 4.
The throw by Donovan McNabb was a good 5 to 7 yards short of where he intended it to go. And I really mean this. Sometimes when he gets a lot of time and there's no pressure on him, as I said to you, he kind of turns into Mr. Quarterback, and he doesn't throw it as pure as he should. But when he's under pressure, he reacts. He's quicker. He's faster. He gets around it, and he throws it beautifully.
I guess the bottom line is you don't want your offensive line to be that good, huh?
Well, no,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that.
Let him work for it a little bit. 2nd down and 6. It was Westbrook taking a tumble before the football arrived.
Now, what I'm saying about McNabb, he's a very good off-balance thrower. How about that? Westbrook, just another guy, we've talked about him today, that can split out and runs receiver routes. It's not, you know, the 4-yard little hitch route or the quick screen like you see to a lot of running backs. In this offense, they run routes from the running backs when they split out.
Third and 6. Now on the run. And throws it away. Flag, though, at the line of scrimmage. Nabb's pointing at it.
Prince Selleck taken off the line of scrimmage. Was it him that grabbed and pulled, or did somebody hold him as he was trying to get down the field?
McNabb's pointing that it's against Denver. Dawkins pointing the other way.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 59. 5-yard
Wesley Woodyard, there he is on the tight end. Boy, that is a tough call. I couldn't quite see it. Pretty good pressure on him right from the start.
And that came on 3rd down. That's the second first down picked up on this drive by penalty.
Didn't have the same angle, though. Sometimes when you see the angle from where the official sees it from, you can understand why they throw the flag.
They snap it at the 15. Ball's caught. What a catch. Touchdown. Jason Avant. Ronaldo Hill had a play on it, but Avant somehow was able to snare it.
Well, Jim, you could hear it from up here. You can hear the football hit Ronaldo Hill's hand. Oh, it's behind him, so he couldn't reach back. I thought maybe he had a chance to catch it, but it hit his hand in a really fortunate break. Unfortunate for the Denver Broncos. Fortunate break, of course, for the Eagles.
The 3rd touchdown pass of the day for McNabb. Another extra point by Akers. Avant, a little study and concentration here. Look at the focus. To bring it in, bring it home.
What if your entire social life came to you? Everyone and everything streamed together in one place, the way you want, so you can focus on what matters most.
Hello.
Introducing MotoBlur, only on the Motorola Click.
Let's put a few thousand kilowatts in a vise. Squeeze some savings back into our budget, into our attics and walls. Let's locate the original energy source called you and turn that machine up full blast. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get even more savings on our 30 15-inch insulation with the incredible price of just $9.37 per roll.
I said, how'd you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. I called her room, my guy picked up again. I called her in, I said, yo, who was that? Oh, he's just a friend. Don't give me that. Don't even give me that. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just...
Chris is going to show us how simple it is to make sure his check was deposited in the ATM. Simple indeed. Deposit checks into the ATM, get the images on your receipt with Bank of America.
He can clear out a movie theater in under 4 minutes. He is the most annoying man in the world. And you will find him only on The Big Bang Theory.
There must be hell inside your head.
At times.
Monday, only CBS. Stay nerdy, my friends.
Avant with the good hands and concentration. His 3rd touchdown catch of the season. 6 plays to go 80 yards. Alfonso Smith is the 3rd different kick returner of the day for the Broncos. Smith dives to the 23. How did that touchdown unfold?
Well, what happens is I don't think Donovan McNabb ever saw Hill. Hill is the safety. He's over here. Watch the route just come right to him, and McNabb just fires it. But Ronaldo Hill doesn't quite time it perfectly. Hits it with his hand and knocks it up. He sees it, tries to time the interception. And you look at that drive. Boy, the tip pass for the touchdown. The illegal hands to the face. They kept the drive going.
Orton just throws it in the ground.
Was the receiver close? He could have been outside the...
You know, it took 5 seconds before they said that was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they're running back, trying to throw a screen. He definitely didn't get the football back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, there you go. Daniel Graham is close to the football. So I'm looking for the other side. It was a blocker he throws it close to. Good job by Kyle Orton. Just get rid of the football.
Orton's thrown for 91 yards today. You know, the Eagles today needed 18 points. That's all to become the highest scoring Eagle team ever in a season. And, of course, they've blown by that. 426 on the season. Most explosive team ever for the Eagles by points. Another 5 yards against Denver.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty, still 7 down.
If you thought the NFL fantasy football season was over, it's not. You can sign up for NFL.com Playoff Challenge today, and it's only at NFL.com/fantasy.
You know, Jim, you talk about the Eagles offense, all the points. I mean, it just kind of goes by us all now. There's no doubt the NFL is about the offense right this year, and I don't see it changing in the future. Well, not for a while.
Orton steps away from one hit and then gets smashed by Darren Howard. A loss of 7.
Darren Howard comes in sometimes in obvious passing situations. Look to the top of your screen over here. Watch Trent Cole just gets Ryan Clady just crushes him to the ground. Nice move outside, and that's it. That is not holding. He's going down, get on top of him. But from the other side, Darren Howard, quick move at the line of scrimmage, comes in almost untouched.
This Philly crowd wants the defense to make another play, maybe even force a turnover. Taken off with it, Buckholter. He's got a first down. And one of the bigger plays of the day for the Broncos.
Yeah, how about that play? They've been trying these screens all day long. And this one was blocked perfectly, timed out right to the outside. Good block. Oh, man, look at Clady. That's what does it. Hochstein down the field. But Ryan Clady is the one that made that play.
That's Brandon Lloyd down the field, getting action today with all these injuries at the receiver position.
2 good blocks that gave him an extra 25 yards.
That was their longest play of the day. It goes for 33. First down throw to an open man. Scheffler all the way to the Philadelphia 30. Another big play, back-to-back. This one good for 26.
Well, what they do is they spread the formation and they shift. And as he comes out here, the defense widens, and watch Scheffler go right down the seam. This is a staple of this offense. Josh McDaniel, if you're going to play a zone, watch the quarterback, look it off, find the seam, get the big play.
Orton off balance, throws it down. And there's a injury at the 15, and some other words being exchanged back at the 40. Sheldon Brown is the injured player. Got a flag now.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 8. 10-yard penalty. Loss of down. 2nd down.
No receiver near the football, a throwaway inside the pocket to avoid the sack. That's why it's intentional grounding.
So is Sheldon Brown getting some attention by the training staff. We'll take a break here in Philadelphia.
You know, truck guys, they like to get the job done right.
Measure twice, cut once, I always say.
Let me give you a hand there.
Thanks.
Did you know the Silverado XFE has an EPA estimated 22 highway? How about your F-150?
Less.
And this Silverado has 315 horsepower. Yours?
Less.
Silverado's powertrain is backed for 5 years or 100,000 miles. Yours?
40,000 miles less.
Don't blame the carpenter. Blame the tool.
Chevy Silverado, America's best truck.
An ordinary man in a race against time.
Just cooked a hard right north on Alvarado.
He has the information.
He's always one step ahead of us. How's that possible?
Where's he going?
He has the tools.
Where's he heading?
But most of all, he has AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. Get 50% off all BlackBerry smartphones after mail-in rebate. Only from AT&T.
You have dreams for your children. Don't let times like these stand in the way of them. Protect your family with the gift of financial security, backed by the highest possible ratings for financial strength. New York Life, the company you keep.
There comes a time when you know you've got to make a change.
This is the new Domino's Pizza.
We improved everything. Sauce, cheese, crust, you name it. The deal is 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $5.99 each. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back.
All of it. Not half of it. All of it.
Catch TV's #1 show, NCIS, Tuesday, only CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Chevy and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by AT&T, a better 3G experience.
Sheldon Brown was able to walk to the sideline. Demetri Patterson takes his place. It was a non-contact injury to Brown. Second down for Denver from the 40, and they go down the sideline, and it's picked off by Samuel, his 9th pick of the season. Asante Samuel to the 50, and that's where it ends, with a meeting with the quarterback. Pass was intended for Tony Scheffler.
Now we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct or delay a game for throwing the football. But what a play by Asante Samuel. When the football is let go, I said, oh, he's got him. Top of your screen, waits to the last second. What timing to go up and catch the interception. And when he gets an opportunity, Asante Samuel, he takes advantage of it. And he's one of the best look back at the quarterbacks and find the football in the NFL. And how about that? 9 interceptions. And a lot of his interceptions, Jim, they come from he leaves his guy as he watches the quarterback and goes and doubles another receiver and makes the catch or makes the interception. But that was against Scheffler. And so he played it kind of safe, and he knows that Scheffler's not going to be out running down the field.
First turnover committed today by Denver. Samuel out of Central Florida, the same school that a few years later produced Brandon Marshall.
Big signing by this Philadelphia team to go get him from New England when he was a free agent.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both of them on Philadelphia, both of them after the change of possession. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on number 35, 15 yards. And then after the ball was dead, a dead ball spike, throwing the ball, 5-yard penalty against the interceptor. Both fouls will be enforced. First down.
So it got a little scruffy after the interception, but the pick will stand for the Eagles, who lead it 27-10. Two penalties, both after the interception. How about the hit, too? You see, that ties, if you will, in a season that Bill Bradley marked with 9 interceptions. Boy, could he play. Macho Harris, though, put a hit on Tony Scheffler after Samuel jumped up and snagged it. By the way, the Sheldon Brown injury, you got to look at this one. It was frightening when at first glance. Watch 24. Right.
Oh, boy, his foot just rolled as he was relaxing.
Yep. The knee just wiggled. Remember, Samuel had returned it all the way to the 50, but the penalties and the placement of the penalty, the place of the infraction, I should say, will put the Eagles back inside the 10.
They don't hurry up. This might be a safety.
Still moving.
Jeez. Well, this is close. They're calling this after the interception. Well, it is after the interception. You see it slowing. That is unnecessary roughness. going, using your shoulder pad or your helmet that goes above the shoulders of a defensive player, 15 yards.
Ball is at the 1-yard line. And Andy imploring the Eagle fans to settle down. Fumble on the snap. Remember, they've had to make a change there with Nick Cole coming in for Jamal Jackson.
Yeah, you know, and I was going to say, boy, it's gone along well. Shotgun snaps, the exchange from McNabb, and
so you just thinking about it, cursed him.
Well, it looks like it got stuck, and when the football falls straight down, it is usually the quarterback's fault. Stay in there, ride to center, especially in this field position.
Weaver, the running back, on 2nd down and 10. Pass incomplete. We've got an update. Peyton Manning's out of the lineup for the Colts. What's the update on Jets and Indy, James Brown?
Well, it hurt them with Peyton out, Jim. Curtis Painter in for Peyton Manning. Take a look here. The ball actually comes loose before getting hit by Calvin Pace. It's recovered by Marcus Douglas. He takes it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The Jets are on top by 3 now. That in the 4th. 18-15. Back to Jim and Phil.
And Peyton looking on and removed with a 15-10 lead. What does that tell you?
Well, it tells me that the 16-0 season was the #1 priority for him.
McNabb's pass incomplete, and the Eagles will be punting out of the back of the end zone.
Well, that was 3 plays where they avoided disaster. One with the snap. Donovan McNabb did a good job on the second play, really kind of throwing it away, because if he'd have thrown right at the receiver, it was going to be knocked up in the air at the line of scrimmage. And a free blitzer, again, McNabb senses it and just gets rid of the football.
Savario Giovanni Rocca. In the back of the end zone. Dornbos to snap it back. Not a very deep kick, only the 41 with a flag. And that's Alfonso Smith taking it to the 30. 40-yard punt, 11-yard return.
Well, was the gunner, the runner from the outside, hit while he was out of bounds, or did he not get back into the field of play quick enough?
Member of a kicking team going out of bounds on his own is a 5-yard penalty. Denver's elected to take it at the dead ball spot. 5 yards. First down.
So move the football to the 25. Well, we got a doubleheader of college basketball action coming your way next Saturday. Gonzaga, Illinois early. Orson will see Arizona, UCLA. And then it's Patino and Calipari for the first time meeting in the Commonwealth. Louisville and Kentucky here on the home of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship, CBS Sports. Sheldon Brown is back in there, Phil. It was an ankle, they said he rolled, but able to walk it off, and he's back. This Denver snap takes place at the 25. Oh, what a hit. Hakeem Jordan, the first to hit him for a loss of 1.
Well, Denver's had their chances, believe it or not, today with this score. Brandon Stokely gets ejected. That hurts him. The drop passes, and then a good little drive going, and the interception by Asante Samuel.
2nd and 11. And that's to the 20 for Gaffney. Now we got a Bronco lineman down. It's Hochstein. Boy, there have been a lot of injuries here today. We'll take another timeout.
They say the war tore a hole in the sky. Our only hope is in my hands.
We need that book.
It's not a choice. It's always a choice.
It's not a book, it's a weapon!
Some would kill to have it. I will
protect it.
The Book of Eli. Rated R. Starts January 15th.
I've been growing algae for 35 years. Most people try to get rid of algae, and we're trying to grow it. The algae are very beautiful. They come in blue or red, golden, green. Algae could be converted into biofuels that we could someday run our cars on. And using algae to form biofuels, we're not competing with the food supply. And they absorb CO2, so they help solve the greenhouse problem as well. We're making a big commitment to finding out just how much algae can help to meet the fuel demands of the world.
It's got more beef than a fried McDonald's double cheeseburger. We think it's got more taste, too, but that's more like an opinion. The quarter-pound double cheeseburger, bigger than McDonald's and now just $1, only at Burger King.
Celebrate America's greatest artist at the Kennedy Center.
Oh my God, it's Bruce Springsteen.
It's a night of memories.
You talking to me?
He's the gold standard.
And superstar entertainment.
Mel Brooks was gifted with an uncensorable tongue.
Good to be the king.
The Kennedy Center Honors, Tuesday, only CBS.
They're examining the knee. Russ Hochstein helped to the sideline. Running Ben Hamilton to replace him. There's the throw to Brandon Lloyd, who squirts to the 11 for a first down. That was a third down pass play.
Yeah, that was a good job by Kyle Orton, just getting rid of the football. Little blitz from the inside. They're all over his feet. He goes down right on target. How about Brandon Lloyd coming in unexpectedly? Couple big catches.
First action of the season. There's a first down throw. That was a good catch. Marshall takes it to the 6. All these passes to Marshall today, though, are pretty much of the same variety. Real quick throws.
Well, they are. It's a couple things. It's good against man-to-man coverage. It's good against blitzing teams because you can throw it short and you hope for a big gain. And I would think two things about today's game. The Eagles have not blitzed this Denver offense near as much as I thought it would, or it has in the past. And the Broncos really haven't gotten it down the field with double moves, which I thought they would try against this Eagles defense.
2nd and 5. Now they go to Gaffney, working on Brown. Remember, it was hobbling, and it's a touchdown. Gaffney's second of the day.
How about that? The defender's off. And they just throw it right outside to Gaffney. Sheldon Brown, he doesn't even move at the line of scrimmage. And, oh boy, it looks like you can tell Sheldon Brown not full speed, not able to close the gap, make the tackle.
Any doubt that Orton was aware of that? So let's go ahead and just test him.
I think that was the play all along, Jim. Off coverage, they were going to throw it to him regardless if he's healthy or not.
Extra point good by Prater. Second touchdown of the day thrown by Kyle Orton, both of them to Jabbar Gaffney.
Well, a lot of times when you see this, it's a running play. And that could have been a running play to the right. And the quarterback has the option to throw the quick screen or the pass like this. It's usually you do it if the defender's off. And that was a good decision by Kyle Orton. But I think always, when you give a quarterback handed off for a chance to throw it to the line of scrimmage down there, especially they're going to throw it, right? Why not take that advantage of that?
How could you not?
It's been a long third quarter. Denver Broncos just hanging in there.
And the Eagles have already qualified for the postseason. Still hoping to win the NFC East. Dallas plays tonight, and then the Eagles play at Dallas next week. Broncos, one of many teams in pursuit of those 2 wild card slots on the AFC side. It's been a wild day when you look at some of these matchups. Houston over Miami, and Putting the Texans at 8-7. The Jaguars getting thumped by New England to fall to 7-8. Pittsburgh over Baltimore. Keep the Steelers' slim hopes going. They're 8-7 along with Baltimore. Ravens have a lot of advantages, though, when it comes to trying to figure out tie-breaking scenarios. Still in their advantage. And they'll be at Oakland next week. This is Harris. Ball is out, and the Broncos have it right back. The hit by Darrell Reed.
How about that? Darrell Reed, a defensive lineman, moved to the linebacker position as he was signed this offseason by the Denver Broncos. Excellent special teams player. He was with the Indianapolis Colts. Football is loose, not secured, and you get a big guy running fast.
Robert Ayers recovers. That's what it sounded like right here. The hit.
I tell you, they always say it's all about turnovers and, you know, giveaways. It's a takeaway. Because the Denver Broncos, Darrell Reed, they took that from the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's their third takeaway today. From the 16. Marshall.
Oh, what a play.
Defensive play holds him to no gain. That's Hakeem Jordan.
Man, he comes in passage situations a lot of Hakeem Jordan, and fast. And pretty good tacklers you saw that time. To bring Brandon Marshall down like that with one arm. But, you know, it's possible, Jim. You talk about the playoffs. The Broncos, of course, they know what's going on here. They might not have control of their destiny if they lose here today.
2nd and 10. Up the middle. Touchdown. Moreno. And he's still running.
Oh, he does the fake. That was a good job. Watch how long Kyle Orton looks to his right. He wants to throw it to Scheffler. He's not open, but he comes back to his outlet receiver, and Moreno, quicker than Witherspoon, outruns him to the end zone.
Moreno, a New Jersey kid, up in the Middletown, New Jersey area, Jersey Shore area. 2 touchdowns in 49 seconds by the Broncos. And just like that, the 17-point lead is trimmed to 3. For Kyle Orton, it's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day, giving him 20 on the season.
Well, it's just a good job of being patient. And if you watch this Bronco offense today, you know, sometimes you watch it, they're patient, and it gets frustrating because you go, wow, throw it down the field, make bigger plays. But that patience and this short passing game has really worked for the Broncos today. That's a new move on the sideline. Jim and I do that in the booth sometimes after Jim makes a great call.
Yes, I was wondering what would spur that.
We do that.
You know, the Eagles 2nd in the league this year in turnover differential. 2nd to Green Bay. They're plus 17 in that category, but they're -2 today. Just have the lone Samuel pick, where they've given it back 3 times.
Well, as you watch it, you say, well, the Eagles have kind of started to coast. And it looks like that to me as you watch it. And the Denver Broncos, they're speeding up. I think there was a time in the first half, you know, NFL games, they have big swings sometimes. You and I said it, we go, wow, the Eagles are faster. Well, they don't look faster so far here in the second half.
These kick returns today on both sides have been quite an adventure. Macho Harris is going to get another chance at it after just coughing it up. Now he's actually going to do the smart thing and take the touchback to the 20. By the way, CBS Sports will be jumping into the bowl season. Thursday, Oklahoma will meet Heisman runner-up Toby Gerhart and the Stanford Cardinal down in El Paso in the Brute Sun Bowl, a CBS longtime tradition. And then Friday, the West Virginia Mountaineers take on the Seminoles in coaching legend Bobby Bowden's final game in the Conaca Minolta Gator Bowl, all right here on CBS. Bobby Bowden saying goodbye. Urban Meyer today changing his mind, saying he was talked out of stepping down by his players. He's just going to take a sabbatical, a leave of absence. On first down, that pass deflected on the throw by Lakeven Smith.
Yeah, the Broncos all over it. And when you get in a situation like this, momentum's against you, you're not making the plays that you want on the offensive side, the coach, it's kind of up to the coach, I believe, a lot of times, to call a play to jumpstart and get the offense going. Screens are usually good, but you said it, Jim. Smith, good job diagnosing it, knocking it down. Broncos PR staff tells us that Hochstein, knee injury, will not return today. Second down. 10 to go. McNabb not able to wiggle free from Vonnie Holiday. This crowd's starting to get a little restless. Loss of 6. Well, good coverage down the field. Vonnie Holiday, boy, he made some big plays last week for the Broncos. 99 inside, just stays with it. And McNabb gets flushed a little bit. He's there to clean it up. Okay, a big point in this comeback by Denver actually was on the Samuel pick, because all those penalties put the ball back at the 1. That's what did it. Set up a short field for Denver the next time they had it. And they cashed in with a touchdown, then the fumble off the kick return and a quick strike. Here we go, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. 3rd and 16. McNabb in trouble, and he is taken down. Ronaldo Hill comes up with it. The sack, his second of the season. Jim, it's a blitzer that's not picked up, but it really didn't matter. He had time to throw it. Nobody opened down the field. What a close to the third quarter by Denver. Hill with the sack. It's 27-24 Eagles. Back after this message and a word from your local station.
Monday.
Did Alex Rodriguez come to your house for Thanksgiving?
Dave's got Kate Hudson.
You just can't help yourself.
Well.
And the top 10 text messages sent by Tiger Woods.
Criminal Minds, Wednesday, only CBS.
It's so hard to choose one.
You know, during the Sign Then Drive event, you can get a CC, Tiguan, or fuel-efficient Jetta for practically just your signature. You can get scheduled maintenance at no cost.
Well, there's got to be more to it than that. I'll never doubt you again.
Sign Then Drive is back. For a limited time, we select 2010 models for 0 down, 0 due at signing, and no first month's payment.
What if Ultimate Electronics, whose owner is already relentless on prices on TVs and appliances, added a huge selection of computers and more movies and games than any store in Colorado, all at prices set daily to be even lower than Best Buy and Walmart? Well, Colorado, they did! Announcing the remodeled Ultimate Electronics stores. Bigger, better, more ultimate than ever. Now open every day for incredible holiday deals.
There's a rumor going around that the Ford year-end sales event is literally putting smiles on people's faces. Kelly, is that true?
It's absolutely true, Mike.
What's causing all the smiling?
Well, the quality and fuel efficiency of the Ford Edge and Ford Escape, for starters.
And what about the great deals and great leases?
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
It's official. The Ford year-end sales event will put a smile on your face. See?
Now get into a 2010 Ford Escape for $279 a month during the Ford year-end sales event. That's just $279 a month.
Would you say it's the season for smiling?
I would.
She would.
Thanks for making CBS 4 Colorado's #1 television station.
Well, the third quarter, and the Broncos come back. Gaffney followed by the macho mistake and the quick touchdown throw. Orton to the rookie Moreno, and now they're going to get the ball back. There's Rucka. Yeah, he hits a boomer back to the 30. Alfonso Smith trying to split those two tacklers, and he's able to squirt to the Eagles side of the field. That was a 60-yard punt, 21-yard return. Tomorrow, someone's hunting down all the CSIs. It's a story so big, it's a case you'll never forget. Don't miss CSI Miami. It's tomorrow on America's #1 network. You know, you watch this game, and this Denver offense, their screen game today is, to me, the big reason why they're in this. The long game they got to the running back, the touchdown to Gaffney, all the little short throws.
to Brandon Marshall.
Orton, he's going down at the 45. Trent Cole posts another sack, a loss of 6.
Trent Cole on one side, Jaquay Parker on the other, to the quarterback's left, bottom of the screen. Oh, just nice job of just stopping. And then what it does, Clady not able to readjust, and he takes off again. And what an athlete, Trent Cole. But both outside are the two defensive ends for Philadelphia. Drop back in coverage quite a bit, do a good job of that, and both are excellent pass rushers.
It's Brandon Lloyd. He's going to lose a yard. Trent Cole back-to-back defensive plays.
How about that? From the inside, getting outside to make the tackle. If you can make a screen play reroute, they do this time. And once it reroutes, good job by Hansen to do it. It lets defensive linemen come from the inside and make the play.
Got to get to the 39 of the Eagles for a first.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 90 jumped into the neutral zone, causing immediate reaction of the offense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Darren Howard, did he jump across the line of scrimmage? Here's on the outside. Yes, he jumped across. That made Tony Scheffler, sorry about the lines, jump or start before the snap of the ball. Good call.
Still face a 3rd and long. Eagles defense been best in the league this year, preventing 3rd down conversions.
Well, it's changing the defense by the Eagles.
Orton got a one-on-one out here, looking for Marshall, and it's incomplete. Sheldon Brown tipped it away.
What a good idea the Broncos had, though. They block it up. They use a wide receiver to give Kyle Orton extra time to throw it down the field to Brandon Marshall. Is it a double move? Yes. Oh, good job by Sheldon Brown hanging in there. And I tell you, Jim, you can tell he is not at full speed.
Berger. It demands a fair catch by Jackson at the 20. A little contact, but no flag. Sheldon Brown not 100%, but giving 100% effort as he denies Brandon Marshall.
What are you looking for? The hairbrush for a Rapunzel Barbie doll? Oh.
Holiday savings are still happening at Walmart. Starting this Saturday, come to Walmart's Garden Center and get 50% off Christmas items. Save money, live better. Walmart.
We call it the American Renewal because we believe in the strength of American businesses. GE Capital understands what small businesses need to grow and create jobs. Today, over 300,000 businesses rely on GE Capital for the critical financing they need to help get our economy back on track.
The American Renewal is happening right now.
Sir, debris heading towards our comm satellite. Impact may cut off communications with ground forces.
Launch avoidance maneuver. Kilometers in closing.
Collision averted, sir. All objects are accounted for.
Good job.
Learn more at airforce.com.
When their journey ended on our planet,
The vessel seems to be disabled.
their struggle began.
I did not know they were doing this to you guys.
District 9. Own it now on Blu-ray. The best way to watch movies at home ever.
Find everything you need for the playoffs now at NFLshop.com.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 44.
For those of you expecting to see 60 Minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS. The Broncos and Eagles. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here in Philadelphia. 27-24 Philadelphia lead. And 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately after the game, except on the West Coast, where it'll be seen on its regularly scheduled time. That's Weaver. Dawkins wrapping them up after a gain of 2. We've got another update, and we hand it off to you, James Brown in New York.
Jim and Phil, the Jets have expanded their lead by 14 over the Jets. A 29-yard run by Thomas Jones was a key play on this drive. Jones capped the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion is good. 58 rushing yards on that series by Jones. 29-15 Jets on top of Indy. Back to Jim and Phil.
All right, so the Jets taking full advantage after Peyton went out with a 15-10 lead. 2nd down and 8. And that's incomplete. Now, these wild card contenders, these last 12 minutes, so crucial here for the Broncos. Boy, they could pull this one off. Look where they would be with all those teams at 8-7, like Baltimore and Houston and Pittsburgh. And the Jets very likely to be at 8-7. Let me ask you this now. Peyton Manning's been in the league 12 years. He's never been injured. You got a 15-10 lead in the 3rd quarter, and you have the football. One more Peyton Manning drive down the field might, in fact, be enough to go ahead and lock the game down. Then you could take them out up 22-10 and keep the perfect season going.
Well, apparently you care more about the perfect season than they do. That's what they were saying about taking him out.
Yep.
It's not a factor in what they do.
McNabb. Oh, what a nice save by Champ Bailey. I think he got a fingertip on it.
I think he did.
Jackson.
It was an excellent job by Champ Bailey. He is all over Deshaun Jackson. And Donovan McNabb, well, how about that? Just hop up right in place. Yep. And when he stands tall, which he did there, he puts it on the money. Again, Champ Bailey, we saw it earlier, came underneath, got an interception.
But Champ Bailey actually is in the middle of the field. He of course had made that diving play over on the near sideline, and just a little groggy and unable to get all the way back across to the other sideline. They're forcing Philadelphia to punt here.
Well, Jim, I tell you, the Philadelphia Eagles, they don't think anybody can cover Deshaun Jackson. Well, Champ Bailey is doing a lot of one-on-one. Let's see, does he touch it? Yes, he does. Oh, boy, he lands hard right on his face. Look at the turf. His right hip hits the ground, but he's walking off now. Brent Selleck was the star in the first half of this game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Champ Bailey, Kyle Orton.
Yeah, they've been the stars of the second half.
Absolutely.
Rocca. On a 51-yard punt, Smith collared at the 33, and a flag. White in on the hit.
Personal foul, major face mask. Defense number 46 from near the run, 15 yards, automatic, first down.
Well, it's actually on 52. We'll be right back to Philadelphia.
Excuse me, is this the
returns line? Yeah.
Didn't get the 3G coverage you wanted this season? There's a map for that. To
Get 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T. Hurry into the Verizon Wireless Go Red Save Green event, where you can get 50% off select 3G phones like the Moto Rival, LG 8360, or the Samsung Omnia for just $24.99. Verizon Wireless.
Hey, kid, what's going on, big guy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, you're gonna love this. I'm wearing my new Hanes boxer briefs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they don't ride up your leg. Check it out.
Yo,
Charlie Sheen! Charlie Sheen!
Underwear that stays put. Only from Hanes. That's the Comfort Fit promise.
Did you park it for me?
Awesome.
Lady, get out!
Hey, lady. This is no time to play. I'm picking a photo for my Capital One credit card. Old man Sutter? Why would I put his picture on my card? Nice drawing, but this photo's cuter.
Personalize your card by uploading your own photo at CapitalOne.com.
Lady, what's in your wallet?
911, what's your emergency?
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on. And by Bud Light. With a just right taste that's not too heavy, not too light. The difference is drinkability.
We might be in Philadelphia, but Denver's trying to pull off a mile-high comeback, down 17 in the second half on the road. Now with possession near midfield, 3 down. 12 to play. And Buckhalter takes it to the 50. After a run of 3, we've got another update on the Colts Jets. JB.
Jim and Phil, the woes continue for Indy without Peyton Manning at quarterback. Curtis Painter here throwing a pick. Dwight Lowry picks him off. Painter, 4 of 8, 44 yards, 1 pick, and 1 fumble. Back to Jim Nance and Phil Sims.
JB, thank you. Playing hurt today, JB. Hope you're feeling better this week as Gaffney goes out of bounds at the 45. That's about 2 yards short of a first.
You know, we talked so much during this game about, you know, the Eagle offense, how they can get hot. Denver's offense is rolling. They got this Eagle defense sitting back and reacting instead of attacking and setting the pace.
Two full yards to go for the first. Orton scrambles away, plants the feet, fires it incomplete. Boy, he threw that one with, again, some more heat going for Brandon Lloyd.
Yeah, the question is, here it is. He threw it awfully hard. Do you go for it here on 4th down or you punt it? Good job. Good job. I'm coaching the team. I think you punt it. Your defense has really got Philly's offense doing nothing.
Pass was behind Lloyd.
Yeah, good thing, though. Macho Harris in front. Had to be careful.
We haven't seen Jackson, the league's leading punt returner, do anything. Did he not really have a chance on the return game? Which Berger will no doubt try to angle this one away from him. We'll kick it high and bring on the fair catch. 26 yards at the 19-yard line. That was one of the 3 takeaways on the day. Eagles lead it by 3.
Excuse me. When you get a minute, can... When you get a minute?
Not too heavy, not too light. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
How can rice production in India affect wheat output in the U.S., the shipping industry in Norway, and the rubber industry in South America? At T. Rowe Price, we understand the connections of a complex global economy. It's just one reason 80% of our mutual funds beat their 10-year Lipper average.
T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a prospectus with investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and more information to read and consider carefully before investing.
McDonald's Big Mac Avatar Thrill Card brings you more. Take your card to mcdonalds.com/avatar and prepare to be thrilled.
Dove Pure Silk Chocolate. Now with the richest, smoothest, creamiest peanut butter. Get ready for chocolate and peanut butter on a whole new level. My moment, my Dove.
Can't cure your kids, but I think I can save their lives.
Take a risk.
The odds against you are crushing.
Defy the odds.
We can't sit around and wait for my kids to die.
Achieve the extraordinary.
We can do this. We work around the clock.
I already work around the clock.
Inspired by a true story.
Get your hopes up and say Hail Mary.
Extraordinary Measures. Rated PG.
We're back. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. McNabb in a shotgun on first down. Gives it to Westbrook, who backs his way in for 2. Hit first by Vonnie Holiday. Now McNabb so hot in that first half. This has been a little bit of a sub-story on the year. The second half has not gone for McNabb, nor the Eagles anywhere close to like what the first half performances have been. He's only 2 of 10 in the second half.
2 of 10, and the opportunities are not there. They're trying everything. You know, Jim, they're running screens. They're getting the shotgun. You saw the little draw, the handoff. Nothing's working, and they keep searching. I would say I like this. Get Donovan McNabb in the shotgun. Maybe if nothing else, nobody gets open, he can move and create a play.
Second down and 8. Lofting it. And incomplete. Goodman on the coverage. Pass intended for Jeremy Maclin.
Well, Jeremy Maclin had a chance. It's a pressure defense. Trying to keep, I like that too. They're going to keep right now, keep McNabb in the pocket. Good coverage down the field. It's an underthrow. Goodman still close enough. Look at that. Gets his hand right between the receiver's hands.
Oh, McNabb thought he had it.
As I watch a few of these throws, that one looked like it was close to being on target, but did wobble a little more than you usually see it when it comes out of McNabb's hand.
Timeout, Philadelphia. Big 3rd and 8 coming up for Andy Reid.
Prilosec OTC. Knock heartburn into a whole new zip code. 24/7. Satisfaction. Guaranteed. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on. Prilosec OTC. Dominates heartburn 24/7. Including the 8 hours you spend with your eyes closed. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on.
So it all comes down to this. In the waning seconds, a field goal will decide it all. There's the snap. Good hold. The kick is up. It appears to be long enough. And it splits the uprights right down the middle. Oh, that's as pretty as it gets. An absolutely perfect ending to a perfect day.
Welcome to the Now Network. Franny, Matt, and James just got 3 of Sprint's best 3G phones. Franny has the Palm Pre, which runs multiple apps at the same time.
Franny!
James the Jet Setter can call from just about anywhere in the world with the International BlackBerry Tour. And Matt has the customizable HTC Hero with Google, giving him access to thousands of apps. Bringing you the first and only wireless 4G network, as well as the most impressive lineup of phones. Sprint, the Now Network.
Don't miss Simon Baker in The Mentalist. Thursday, only CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And by Sprint, official wireless service sponsor of the NFL.
Back here in Philadelphia, And the Eagles offense has stalled here in the second half, trying to avoid a 3-and-out on this series with 10 minutes remaining. 3rd and 8 coming up. I'd like to welcome the audience that just watched the Jets defeat Indianapolis. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here in Philadelphia. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Pass caught. Where will they mark it?
Going to be short.
Coming back to catch it, Reggie Brown, a yard short.
I tell you, if you talk about this Eagles offense, you say it's stalled out. Bottom of your screen, Reggie Brown, good route, gets past the first down. Ooh. Let's see where they mark it.
They marked it a full yard short of it, but from what you saw, that looked like he really tumbled to the ground right on the 29-yard line.
You challenge it if they moved it up a little, just a foot short of the first down, would you go for it?
Well, they moved it all the way back. They spotted it. In fact, inside the 28, a yard difference. So Rocca sends it down and out of bounds.
Wow. How about this punting today?
You haven't been impressed, huh? Boy, they step all the way up to the 44. Just 28 yards on that one. Okay, with the Jets winning, let's take another look at the AFC playoff picture. Indianapolis with its first loss. San Diego has secured the 2. New England and Cincinnati will go to the final week of the regular season to figure out 3 and 4. New England with a win down in Houston, in fact, would take the 3rd position.
As you watch this game, Broncos able to get back in it. Some timely plays on the offensive side, but the coverage of the defensive backs with the Broncos defense, that is another huge story here in the second half.
Borton sets up screen. Owen tripped up maybe by his own man. Moreno gets to his feet to the 49. Now back on that playoff picture, if Denver pulls out the win here, then the Broncos and the Jets would control their own fate next week. Denver hosting Kansas City. Again, a win today, and then if the win next week against Kansas City, the Broncos would be in, and the Jets control their fate now. Next week they'll be hosting Cincinnati, and the Jets with a win would get in. If Denver loses, Baltimore moves in there as the controlling their own destiny team along with the Jets. Now 2 yards short of the first. Moreno, 3rd down on the way. On the NFC side, if Dallas wins tonight, then the Giants are eliminated. If the Cowboys win tonight, then we'll know the 6 teams, and some things will have to be settled next week in terms of order of seeds. And the NFC East. That game down in Dallas. 3rd and 2. Timeout, Denver. Well, next Sunday we will have doubleheader action. You'll have to check your local listings. Pittsburgh's at Miami, New England at Houston, Kansas City at Denver, Baltimore at Oakland now shaping up as a big one again. If Denver loses here, then the Ravens would need that win out at Oakland to get in. Check your local listings, and it all begins with JV, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher on the NFL Today next Sunday, January 3rd.
Here's what I wonder as I look at this Broncos, this situation, still plenty of time left in the game. You have 2 timeouts, 8:40 to go. You look at it, 3rd and 2, run the football. If you run it and you're just short, I think it changes your thought process where you might go for it on 4th down.
So you're thinking 4 down territory.
Well, if you run it here, that's what your thinking is. If you don't get it, you're hoping to get close enough where you feel comfortable going for it on 4th down.
Orton steps up, completes it. Gaffney, he is having some afternoon with 2 touchdown catches, and that was a tough grab across the middle, outreaching Quentin Michael for 18 yards.
Yeah, it's a good job. The pressure, Kyle Warden steps up and just allows Gaffney that extra time. I thought maybe he'd run for the 1st down. Well, how about that? Go up and just snatch it out of the air. Puts him in field goal range, too. Again, everybody trying to stop the receivers who's at the 1st down marker.
Lloyd Scrapes it off the ground, picks up 2. Even with a loss today, Philadelphia could win the division next week with a win down in Dallas.
A lot of good things. Philadelphia wins here. Jim, they win next week. They still have a chance, correct me if I'm wrong, to be the number 2 seed.
That's correct. With a win here today and a win next week and some help. Giants playing at Minnesota next week. Minnesota playing at Chicago tomorrow night. And that was a backwards pass to Marshall. And well played. Joselio Hansen. It's a loss of 4.
Well, we've seen him do a pretty good job against these screens. It's the second one. Diagnoses it so fast. Brandon Lloyd not able even to get a hand on him to stop him from making the tackle.
Third down coming up. 3rd and 13. From here, it would be about a 51-yard field goal try to tie it. Orton is getting knocked down. He got it away in time, short of the first. It'll make it a little easier for Prater. Buckholter takes it for 5.
Those are big yards. Kyle Orton was trying to go down the field, but the quick pressure, oh boy, what a good job getting rid of it. Seeing the running back coming out of the backfield just makes a field goal kicker mentally just feel better, of course, the shorter the kick is.
Matt Prater from 46 yards to tie the game. The kick is good. Dead center. 27 all, with 17 unanswered by the Broncos.
Well, this is no doubt about this one, right down the middle.
Lonnie Paxton, the longtime Patriot, long snapper from 2000 through last year. Sent it back to Berger, who got it down to perfection. Prater drives it home.
Well, think about it. Second half. What is the Philadelphia Eagles offense done? They did get the touchdown throw, but it was a pass that Donovan McNabb never saw Hill. Could have been intercepted. That drive was kept alive by a defensive penalty that was, I'm not going to say it wasn't one, but I had a hard time seeing it. And nothing fancy by the Broncos defense. They're just winning the battles, covering one-on-one and keeping Donovan McNabb in the pocket.
In fact, that touchdown drive, the only touchdown drive of the second half by the Broncos, fueled by 2 first down penalties, if you will. The long pass interference call, and then the other one you referred to. The Eagle hits the face. Let's see if that offense can be reignited here with 6 minutes to go. So Harris steps up. Tries to cut outside. He fumbles it again. It's Philadelphia football. His second fumble of the game. Carrying the ball on the wrong side.
You know, a couple things. Just carrying the football loose, not tucked to his body. And when it's not tucked to the body, any type of pressure is going to knock it out. Well, what a recovery.
Api Amiri with the recovery.
And you go, why is it the wrong side, Jim? Because when you have it on the inside, you can't use your other arm to defend them off. And if it's on the outside arm, when it gets hit loose or knocked loose, it usually goes out of bounds.
McNabb is tossed down by Dumerville. His second sack today, setting the single season mark in Denver history with 17.
Well, what's so good, it takes so long. Donovan McNabb hoping for a better option. The short receivers were open, but you can't think that Brent Selleck, a tight end, is going to be able to stop for that long one of the best pass rushers or sackers in the NFL.
He breaks Simon Fletcher's Bronco record. Fletcher, University of Houston product. He went up and had a number of good years in Denver, and a flag, and it's going to be 5 more marked off against the Eagles.
False start. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty is still second down.
Well, this defense of the Broncos. Wow, 4 straight 3-and-outs. Look at the yardage.
Unbelievable.
1 yard. But, you know, Jim, they have this ability, and people keep writing the Broncos off during the year. And I go, hey, this defense it's tough, and they have stretches. Remember we watched the Indianapolis Colts play? They went 3-and-out many times and gave the Broncos a great chance to win that game.
Mike Nolan, their defensive coordinator. 2nd and 25. Pass too high. And open was Jeremy Maclin. And again, McNabb ends up on his backside.
Well, that's not what caused the interception. He had time, and he does a good job of looking it off. He's going to the, well, let me redo that over. He's not able to complete the follow through to get the football down. Hey, the way it's going for the Eagles, I don't know. I'd think about punting on 3rd down.
All they need is 25 for a first. All kinds of time. McNabb, he's got a chance to get the first. McNabb's got the first down at the 42. A 27-yard scramble.
What happens here is anybody watching the quarterback, everybody kind of mans up, and when the linebacker's underneath, DJ Williams chases the running back, then it opens up, and boy, Donovan McNabb grabs that left hamstring.
Yeah, that's not good. He's staying in the game. He immediately grabbed that left hamstring.
It took so long. They had so many guys running deep. That's why he was able to get the 3rd and 25.
His longest run of the season. And Westbrook goes for 2.
Well,
boy, just think how big that was. An incomplete pass. They would have been punting, basically punter standing on the goal line.
Punter's having a bad day. Yep. Can't get it airborne.
Just had a 26-yard punt the last time he booted it.
Field position has changed dramatically, of course, and also time.
Not only his longest run of the season, his longest run since 2007.
You know, as I've watched him this year, you know, I asked a bunch of the coaches for the Eagles, is he moving around more? And they go, nah. Remember, it's 2 years after the surgery. He feels good. But he moves around now to throw the football, not to gain yards rushing like he did when he was young.
2nd and 8. That's an incompletion. Hit the ground before Maclin got a hold of it.
Let's get a good look at it. Andre Goodman having a nice day. You know, McNabb has to be careful with the throw. That did come out because the coverage is tight, so you don't want to make an error and lose the game here with an interception. But Andre Goodman, the other corner across from Champ Bailey, sees a lot of footballs thrown his way, and he's been up for the challenge today. There's no doubt about that.
Third and 8. It's going to be a yard short of the first. That's Goodman you just spoke of. And that not only would have been a first down, that whole side was open for at least another 10 yards, I believe. 4th and 1 coming up.
Boy, nice tackle by Goodman. Good angle. Didn't get underneath where he would be chasing, and he wouldn't be able to make the tackle if the football was caught.
They're going to punt it.
I don't blame them. I wouldn't go for it. They've shown nothing that makes you think they're going to win at the line of scrimmage. You still have timeouts, 2 timeouts. You can back up the Denver Broncos and win it with your defense.
Alfonso Smith is the returner. Hold on a minute.
We're a little slow getting the ball spotted for the 4th down.
Oh. So no penalty.
What'd you say? Oh,
well, at least Mike Harry admits that instead of adjusting the down clock, though, they went ahead and let it play out. Here is Rocca's punt. It's a good one this time. And Smith backs up to make the fair catch at the 8. 40 yards and pins him inside the 10. Out comes Orton, who's having a good day. This game, well, first half, it was all about McNabb and Selleck. Selleck was over 100 yards. Been a quiet second half for the tight end. Hasn't been even thrown to. Gaffney has a couple of touchdowns, and then Moncho Harris fumbled on a kick return. Recovered by Denver. Short while later, the touchdown from Orton. And then a tying field goal from 46 yards by Prater. 3 minutes to go. Each team has 2 timeouts. Quick stick by Akeem Jordan. Holds him to 1. The lineup tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes. Followed by Tom Selleck in a special movie presentation. Jesse Stone, Thin Ice, and Cold Case only on America's #1 network. Second and 9. Orton with a flag down in the area of offensive holding. And that's Lloyd out to the 25. Will the 15-yard catch hold up? Or is it coming back?
Holding. Offense number 73. Half the distance to the goal. Second down.
73, Chris Cooper, right guard. Here he is. Oh, he gets his arms around and pulls. Boy, another good job. Look at the defenders all to the left. Everybody for the Eagles. That was probably their thought coming into this game. Let's guard the short receivers, the guys that run those 5-yard routes, and Kyle Orton getting off that 5-yard route and finding wide open receivers behind it.
Eagles defense, if it can make a couple of plays here, could set up McNabb and that offense with good field position to win it. Second and 14. Come out of the end zone. It's Gaffney. He's only to the 9.
Well, the one thing that stuck out when the Eagles don't blitz, they're a middle-of-the-road defense.
2-minute warning in Philadelphia. Third down coming up out of the break, and you're watching the NFL on CBS.
I think I love you.
On January 8th.
Nick, you're very nice, but I have a boyfriend.
Bad break, Nick.
America's nicest guy.
I've decided to create a supplementary persona. It's time to rebel, Nick.
Is about to go bad. Michael Cera.
I love when you say my name.
Justin Long. Zach Gala. The dude from The Hangover. Steve Buscemi.
What the hell are you doing in your underwear?
Catholic schoolgirls. And the entire Berkeley police force. Youth in Revolt. Rated R.
Sometimes, the little things in life feel like our biggest enemies. They can be damaged. They can be stolen. Happily, there's the American Express Charge Card. If something you recently bought with the card breaks, it can be repaired, replaced, or your account can be credited. You'll even get membership rewards points with each purchase. And peace of mind when you travel. Can your card say that?
What's the most dangerous sport in the world?
Ready, set, go.
How about jumping off a cliff and flying like a bird? See it tonight on 60 Minutes.
Tom Selleck is back as Sheriff Jesse Stone.
You cross the line, I'll put you away.
You can, but you can't tell me what to do. Jesse Stone, Thin Ice, tonight only CBS.
2 minutes left. Each team with 2 timeouts, and each team with 27 on the board. 3rd down and 9 for the Broncos.
I think they're just faking the blitz. They'll play it safe.
Almost got to Orton. Now running for it, and he is stopped short. Coming up to make the play, Tracy White. But there is a flag back near the goal line.
Holding. Offense. Number 78. After this is the goal. Still 3rd down.
Wait, are you going to take the penalty? You would force him to punt here from the 17.
He's going to reassess this.
Decline.
Okay. I wouldn't give him a chance if I had to make a call like that.
Andy Reid complaining. All right, there's holding. Was it in the end zone?
Of course, if they'd taken the next snap from half the distance, would have been about the 4-yard line.
Boy.
They're going to force him to punt, though, and take the punt and take the decline the penalty and get the football back. And that Reid decision not to go for it, the punt, worked out just the way he wanted it.
That's right. And Kyle Orton, that football was not in the end zone when the holding occurred, so that's a good call by Mike Carey.
You saw Jackson jumping around, ready to return the punt. 3 career punt return touchdowns. And the leader again in the National Football League punt return average this season. It's Berger. This will be returned. There's Jackson. Checks off a hit. Another flag down back at the 20-yard line. Ronnie Paxton, the long snapper, made the hit on Jackson.
There's no foul on the play. All of the action was legal. 1st down.
1st down from the 42 of Denver.
Now you got the time on your side.
McNabb with 3 touchdown passes. The first one went to Jackson from 2 yards out. Then an open Brent Selleck. And then the one to Avant.
So many big plays in the game, Zeb. Go ahead, I'm sorry. But McNabb scrambled, changed field position, allowed the Eagles to get the ball back after a punt.
And that's McCoy into the pile for 2. We've talked about how some of these AFC teams and who could control their own destiny after today, but you've got the likes of all the fans down in Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Houston, all right now hoping that somehow Philadelphia can put together a winning drive, just incrementally help their chances. Of course, Baltimore would be really big help for them. That would put them in a position where they could control things if Philly wins. McNabb. What a catch. Now they rule it incomplete. Macklin was the receiver. He's ruled out of bounds at the 11.
I was going to say that is a phenomenal catch.
This would be inside the 2, of course. Booth review.
Going down to the ground. Let's watch. Does he have possession of the football?
If he has possession, they're going to have to. That's going to be a catch.
I don't know. I got to see it again.
I think both feet are in. I mean, this is one of those calls that actually will decide a game. Because from that point, it's a chippy for Akers with a minute to go. He held on to the football all the way to the ground. I know that's the first thing you wondered.
Yes, he did catch the football. He did keep possession as he went to the ground. But did he get both feet down?
The official was right on top of it, and he ruled it on the field incomplete, out of bounds. Here you go.
All right,
we know he makes the catch.
Tell me when both feet are down.
Well, you can't tell because of Avant's helmet. Yeah, I see the right and the left end.
You did. Okay,
yep.
I definitely see the left. The left foot is in, and there's the right dragon. Great shot. Boy, okay.
Great catch.
Yeah, great catch, too. What a throw by McNabb. I thought he was throwing it to the underneath receiver, Avant, and I said, boy, he overthrew that one 10 yards. But he was back shouldering it to Macklin. Football, it's not moving. Looks like he has possession. Jim, you're right. I think if I was making this call, I would call it a completion. Toes are down.
No question about that.
Football.
And then the ball all the way to the ground, and he holds on.
And, you know, everybody, you know, as they watch it, go, oh, I see the football moving. Well, of course it's going to move. We got live action here. You're catching it, and there's going to be a little bit of movement. But he did demonstrate, in my opinion, that he had possession of the football.
Really, this is a call, again, if it goes Philadelphia's way and the challenge, the play is reversed. It's got a great chance of just winning the game for the Eagles.
The longer it takes, the more I think it favors the Eagles because they're trying to figure out where's it going to be spotted. Now I've turned into an investigative reporter. Yeah, let's look at it one more time. The feet are definitely in. Do you see anything that makes you think he did not have possession of that football?
It looks like an exceptional play by the rookie to me, and I think the ball will be at the 13-yard line, which would be 30-31 yards at that point for Akers.
The receiver had control, 2 feet down inbound. First down, 13.5-yard line.
Denver has 2 timeouts, but Philadelphia has the first down, and they can inch a little closer and take this thing right down to a last-second kick. Reminder tonight on CBS 60 Minutes, Jesse Stone, thin ice in cold case. Westbrook the tailback. And the immediate timeout by Denver, leaving them with 1. The Eagles have had a couple of close wins not all that long ago. Week 11 at Chicago. McCoy's touchdown run in the 4th quarter helped win it. And then week 12 against Washington, Akers with 1:48 left from 32 yards out. A 27-24 victory.
You know, Jim, I was thinking about it. Would you let the Philadelphia Eagles score here? Let's say they let them score in that first play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the only reason I think about it all the time when I'm watching games, but this football, it is on the 13-yard line. It's not just an automatic extra point. You're not inside that 10 or inside the 5 when I always think of that.
Now it'd be about a 27-28-yard try, and another timeout coming up by the Broncos. Of course, Akers is one of the best in the whole league. Yep.
What I always like about when I watch Akers kick, it is if it's an extra point or a 50-yard field goal, it's full go. Which I always see when you see that, then I think there's just less chance of the pressure getting to you. But to answer my own question, I wouldn't have let them score.
Well, Philadelphia is going to run one more play. Broncos can't stop it, and then they'll go as far as they can before Philadelphia, you think, will take the timeout and set up Akers and bring him out there to win it. 2 of their 4 losses on the year, Philadelphia have come against the AFC West, defeated by San Diego and Oakland. They won against Kansas City when Kevin Cobb was actually the starting quarterback. 3rd and 7. Take another yard or 2 and be happy with that. As McNabb takes it to about the 9.
Playing the game clock and the play clock identical.
Now it'll all come down. You'll call the timeout. 7-8 seconds to go, somewhere around there. And Mr. Akers, signed by Andy Reid back in 1999, Reid's first year. It was after Akers had been cut by the Washington Redskins, and it's been a year in NFL Europe.
Well, the clocks are identical in the stadium.
There you go, 7 seconds. So you can't declare it if it goes through the uprights a victory, because you still have the kickoff to go. It'll still be a second or 2 or 3 to go. Timeout Philadelphia. 7 seconds. And Akers, pretty cool guy too in these kind of situations. Philadelphia again already in the postseason, has a chance at the #2 seed if things break right. Still haven't locked up the division. They could win the division if Dallas loses tonight, or if they win at Dallas next week, if the Cowboy victory unfolds this evening in Redskin land. And Denver trying to fight for its playoff life. Will not be eliminated with a loss, but would need help next week. So a mere 28 yards. Is that the lucky number for the Eagles? Akers drives it through, and Philadelphia takes the lead. Like you said, Phil, he doesn't just chip it. He kills it.
Well, for all the struggles this Eagles team had in the second half, really on both sides of the ball, Jim, Donovan McNabb, the big scramble, changed field position, and then the terrific catch by Macklin.
McNabb, he looked up just in time.
Jeffrey Lurie pretty excited about that.
Josh McDaniels, who was a graduate assistant under Nick Saban at Michigan State when Andy Reid became the head coach of the Eagles. Andy, one of the longest tenured coaches in the league, right behind Jeff Fisher. Kinds of scenarios for next week. The Broncos will find out after this game ends that there's even a possible strength of victory tiebreaker that they would have in the mix with the Jets and the Ravens next week. So all sorts of things to settle. You can see the NFL offices in New York trying to sort it out to this very minute. The ball just tossed around a little bit to Smith, and that's not going anywhere. It is over in Philadelphia. The Eagles prevail on an Akers field goal from 28 yards. Philadelphia 30, Denver 27. Coming up next, 60 Minutes, followed by Jesse Stone, Thin Ice, and Cold Case. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long from Philadelphia and Happy New Year, everybody. You've been watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 44.